Okay, hi Kaiser, Cowboy teachers. Field Day 2018 is coming up next Friday, a week from tomorrow. Let's hope that the rain stays away, otherwise we might be a little muddy on that day. All right, I'm going to be talking about kindergarten, first and second grade field day. By the end of tomorrow, you guys are going to be receiving a packet in your box. If you did not come to, I guess they didn't get a packet if they came to
Right.
Okay, so everybody's going to be getting a packet. Your names will be on it. This is a description of what the day is going to look like, so it's very important that you are reading this. The next part is the field day schedule. When you're going to Kona Ice, when you're coming inside the gym for the obstacle course, and of course, whenever you have field day. So kindergarten through second, your field day is from 12:30 to 2:30. And then also it shows when you go to Kona Ice and then the obstacle course in here. And I think I just said that. Also, lunch is your same time. Same time. No changes to lunch at all. So it's your duty-free lunch if you want it. You can have a picnic lunch if you want to. It's going to be, the trays will be on the styrofoam plates. So you can take the kids out of the cafeteria if you choose. Then, this is the most important part, I think, as part of your packet, is the map of the field. Please, please, please be familiar with the map, because the next page will be your name with where you're starting. So not everybody can start at number 1. So like, I have Ms. Hazen's packet. She's gonna be starting on number 11, which is dress up relay. So if you look back, you look on the map, dress up relay is number 11, and that's right here. So this is where you will start first. And it's very important that you're out there 5 minutes ahead. So if it starts at 12:30, you need to be standing at the station by 12:25, please, so we can start right away.
And when you rotate, there's 24 stations, so after you get to number 24, then you're going to rotate to number 1, because somebody's probably starting at station 23 or 24, so after that, you'll just go to 1.
And there's arrows in case you get lost. That's why it's important that you are familiar with the map, okay? So if there's a tricky spot, we put an arrow where to walk to when we rotate. Speaking of rotating, making sure there's going to be an air horn. So we're going to blow an air horn every time it's time to rotate stations. All right, then after that, in your packet are the descriptions. You guys are very lucky. We are so fortunate to have a lot of Climb Forest helpers this year. So we're gonna have at least 1, 2, maybe even 3 helpers at every station. Plus kindergarten, you're gonna have a 5th grade helper, maybe 2 helpers, and then maybe possibly a high school helper as well. So you're gonna have lots and lots of help who's gonna be super familiar with all of the games, because we know kindergarten, they have a short-term memory. So you guys are supposed to be go out there and have a good time as much as the kids are. Okay.
Did you want to talk about dividing their kids up?
Yes. Before I do that though, there's going to be a sign attached to your packet. This is Miss Hazen's. You will come out and you're going to sticky tack the back and put it on anywhere on the back of the building. It's kind of like your home base. If you have a child that brought a jacket, a hat, or something extra that they don't want to carry, or the teacher doesn't want to carry, then you can have one of the helpers escort them back to your home base, and they can put it underneath the home base. So when it's time to, or whenever field day is over with, you can grab that stuff, take your sign off the wall when field day is over, and then you can head back in the building. One thing that's very important that Coach Herman reminded me, you have to divide your children. 4 colors. There's going to be about 4 kids to every color, so red, blue, green, and yellow. If you have an extra 5 on a team, that's not a big deal. So just remember, you have to divide your kids before field day, not the morning of, before field day, so the kids are familiar with what color they are.
Okay, I have 3rd grade through 5th grade. 3rd through 5th, yours is going to be very similar to last year. So if you were on campus last year, it's going to look very much the same, but I know we have a lot of new people. So by Friday, you're going to get a packet like this in your box up front. And let's dig in and see what's in your packet. Your packet will also have the field day information. On the first couple pages, it's just a brief overview of what field day looks like this year. Then you also have the schedule. It shows that 3rd through 5th, you are the first thing in the morning. You're from 9 to 11 outside playing games. So for 2 hours, your kids are outside rotating from station to station by their choice. It also has the snow cone and obstacle course schedule. And like Coach Larson said, 3rd through 5th, you have your regular lunch schedule as well. You can have your kids eat in the cafeteria like they usually do, or do a picnic lunch. Then you've got your map. 3rd through 5th grade, your kids are a little bit different because you are not staying with your class the whole time. Like last year, you're going to divide your kids up into 4 groups, a red group, a blue group, a yellow group, and a green group. So depending on how many kids you have in your class, you'll either have 4 or 5 students for each color group. Once you divide your kids, the morning of field day, each kid will get a wristband that coordinates to their team color. On the wristband, please write your homeroom teacher's name on here so it's easy to identify which students belong to which teacher, since the teachers won't be with them throughout the day. So the students know that during field day, they are supposed to stay in their group of 4 or 5 students. So they have to, as a team, decide which games they're going to play, and they can go in any order that they choose. They can play games multiple times, they can skip games. It's up to the group. If someone in their group has to go to the restroom, we have explained to them that the whole group must go to the restroom, so they should be sticking together in groups of 4 or 5 throughout the day. When you come out in the morning, and we've told your kids this also, we are going to have the field split in half, and it's on the map, and the little triangles designate how we're going to split the field. We'll have cones with balloons helping for a visual so you can see where the 2 sides of the field are. When the kids come out, 5th grade and part of 3rd grade will come to the right side of the field by the bayou. That's going to be 5th grade, Dermer, Guidry, and Gonzalez. Your kids are going to start on the bayou side of the field. And then 4th grade, Bradshaw, Hiller, and Hooper, you're going to start on the gym side of the field. So that your kids will stay on their designated side for the first hour. Then we'll blow the air horn, signaling it's time for the kids to rotate, and they will switch sides because there's different games on each side of the field, and we want the kids to be able to play all of the games. So the kids will know that, but you'll need to remind them that the morning of field day. After the map, then it's a description of all the games. You're not going to be with the kids, but in case you happen to be standing at a station and maybe they forget what to do, there are descriptions here. But like Coach Larson said, there will be multiple Klein Forest students and some of our staff members that don't have homerooms at each game helping to facilitate the games. And then at the very back, it has your Kona Ice and your snow cone schedule. So you have a time to go to Kona Ice, and Kona Ice will be located outside by the kindergarten playground in the teacher parking lot. There's going to be 2 trucks again this year. So if you're early to get to school and you like to park in the back teacher parking lot, kind of by the gym and by that small kindergarten playground, we ask that you find a different parking spot for field day because we're going to need that area for Kona Ice and for the students to stand and enjoy their snow cones during the day. So when we get here, we'll actually put cones out to remind you not to pull in those back, maybe 10 spots to leave those vacant. The obstacle course, again, will be in the gym like we did last year. When your class comes in for the obstacle course, all we ask is that they take their shoes off, leave them on the sideline, and then they participate in the obstacle course. 2 students will be going at a time, and Mr. Woody and Miss Ippolito will be in here monitoring along with some Klein Forest helpers as well. So while your kids are in enjoying the obstacle course, if you'll just kind of monitor for student behavior and make sure they're all following the rules. 2 people in the obstacle course at a time and no shoes on.
This is kindergarten through 2nd as well.
All right, so also in your packet, 3rd through 5th, you will also have a home base sign. Yours is orange. So when you come out, just find a spot on the back of the school on the brick and hang your sign up. This is really important for you guys since you're not going to be with your kids all day. If they have a hat or a jacket or a water bottle or anything that they brought with them that they decide they don't want anymore, they can go as a group, go over to your home base and leave any of their materials there. At the end of field day, we're going to blow 3 horns. When we blow 3 horns, that's a signal for your students and for you that field day has come to an end outside. So your students will meet you by your home base at that time. So that's how you're going to round up your whole class to bring them back in the building. They know to meet you at your home base. From that point on, you will just follow the rest of the schedule for the day. For your 45-minute planning time for the whole school, kinder through 5th, You'll just partner up with another person on your grade level and show your class a movie. Get the two classes together, decide on a movie for your kids. One of you will spend 45 minutes monitoring the two classes while your partner teacher takes their 45-minute conference time. And then you'll switch. That way everybody can have their conference. If you choose not to have your conference on that day, then that's fine also. But just to give you the opportunity to have that time, that's how you're going to get your conference time in. Early dismissals. Your kids that have parents coming are going to check in at the front office, and they're going to get something that looks like this. They're going to get their visitor sticker, which they're going to have. We've told the kids that if their parents don't have a sticker on, that they're going to be redirected to the front office to get a visitor sticker. In this little packet also is if they're bringing their student home after field day for an early dismissal, they will have this green slip of paper. It has the student's name, it has the name of the person they're going home with, and it also has the teacher and the grade level. So if your student is going home straight with their parents from field day and they have this green slip of paper, they do not need to go to the front office to sign their students out. This is their exit ticket from field day. It will also say on the visitor's badge a little Y in parentheses. That means that yes, their student is leaving straight from field day with a parent or guardian, and they should have this green piece of paper. If they don't have a green piece of paper, they need to go to the front office to sign their student out after field day like usual.
Do we need to show them where the door that they're coming in and out of from Kona Ice?
Your kids will know, but the door that we're going to switch going from Kona Ice to the obstacle course is the door the students exit from for PE. So they'll be familiar with it. It's not the entrance door closest to the school, it's the exit door that's closest to the kindergarten playground. Ms. Zabal is going to show now. It's the door all the way down in the corner down there. That's where you will go in and out to switch from obstacle course to Kona Ice.
And Kona Ice prices are $2, $4, $6,
and $10.
And $10.
And it's real money. It's not Kaiser cash. Some kids have asked if they can spend their Kaiser cash, but they can't. And it's not credit cards or check. It's just cash only on that day for Kona Ice.
And do we need to tell them about the trash bags, extra trash bags out there to tie them?
Okay.
Because of the bees.
We're going to have a lot of helpers, Klein Forest helpers outside. We've had bee issues in the past with the sugary syrup from the snow cones. So we've asked Mr. Martinez to have multiple trash cans out by Kona Ice, and we're going to have some extra trash bags. If you happen to see that the trash needs to be emptied, feel free to ask a Klein Forest student to help. That's why they're here. If you can't find a Klein Forest student, you can find one of the PE teachers, or if you want to do it yourself, we're just going to tie a knot in the top of the bags and bring them around the back side of the gym, between the back of the gym and the fences for the houses. And we're going to kind of store the bags over there, so in case there are bees that are interested in the sugary syrup, they're away from the students, and hopefully that won't be an issue. There are water stations, 2 water stations during field day where kids can get drinks. We've explained to them that they get 1 cup and they can refill as many times as they would like. We've also stressed to them that this is not a time to pour the water on their heads or their friends' heads. So if you see any kids misbehaving, if they're 3rd through 5th, just know that they will have their teacher's name on their wristband, and we've told them if there's any trouble, which I'm sure there won't be, but if there's any trouble that we can bring them to their teacher and they can give them a consequence for their poor decisions. So hopefully the weather holds up, the rain stays away, and it's not freezing cold, and everything goes out without a hitch on Friday. If there's any conflicts, please let us know. If you get your packet over the weekend and you're looking at it and you see something that's not quite right, or you have Kona Ice scheduled during your lunch for some unforeseen reason, please let us know as soon as possible next week so we can make some corrections.
And if you have any other questions, please let us know.
All right.
Have a great day.
Great.
Thanks. Bye.